Alright guys, now it's time to see how we will do authentication. Since we are using Express, first we have required some libraries such as GWT, Json Web Token, and express.js for verification and creation of tokens. Now is the time to use them. We have defined the secret of the token, which we will sign our token with. We will define one user here inside of our server. Of course, you can make another query to the database to grab the users from there. But for now, we'll be using just this for demonstration purposes. So we'll just type const registered user, and we will set the password of the user to, let's say, demo. All right, and now we will use JWT and JWT verifier for our special URLs. For this, we'll create new routes, and they'll be called out. So we'll just type up.use, and then we'll load up out routes. And now it's time to create the out routes here up. So basically, we'll use the same syntax. There will be instances of our Express router. So we would like here to start writing those routes. Out routes. When we are accessing the out, just the pure route here, we are post. We'll grab the request and we'll see what will happen with the response. And for now, we'll just do a plain check. Whatever it has been sent to our server, so we'll just type if request.body.password equals to, and we'll grab the data from our registered user .password. We just set this data. If we have a registered user and its password is equals to our password, which was demo, we would like to create a token for this user, so we will type jwt.sign. Inside, we will type the role of the user. If you don't want to share the role, of course, you will not required to share this information. For now, it will be admin. And we will sign the token with our secret, which we previously set. After this operation completes, it will be a callback, so we will have error as a first parameter of the callback and a valid token as a second one. So if we have received a token, we'll just want to send it to our user. So we'll just use the response and we'll send a status 200. So it's a successful. And within the JSON part, we'll send our token. Additionally, we'll send expires in parameter, and it will be, let's say, around 3 hours. We can modify this value later for testing purposes once again. Okay, we forgot here the arrow function. Let's format the document. And this is our first case here. So in our case, if the user has missed the password, we will just send in the response. I will send status 400. Or forbidden. Okay, so far we are accessing the route out via post, and if we send a password demo, we are creating a new token, and we are sending this token, and it expires in how many hours to the user. All right, let's test this functionality. So we go back to Postman, and we go to here to out. Inside of the request, we have to send password. So we'll send here password field, and at first the password will be incorrect to see what we are going to receive actually. Let's send the request, and we see bad request. This is because we're sending this 400 status. So this is this part here. Now, let's go and use the password of demo we set up already and send the request. And within the body we see that we have two fields, the expires in, how many hours, let's say this token will expire, and the real token. We can use this here in order to test our URLs further. So I'm just copying it for now. Next thing we would like to do is to create one little additional route. We'll be using alt routes, and when we go to alt user using a post request, we would like to send information about our user. Of course, we would like this to work only if we have JSON Web Token. So for this, we'll use JWT verifier, and we'll use configuration parameter, our secret. Afterwards, we'll grab the request and we'll access the response. So we would like to send an empty JSON object if everything goes correct, and also to send a status of 200. This will work only if our JWT verifier, which will act right now as a middleware, will verify this token. Otherwise, our token won't be verified and we'll get an error. So we can test this simple function here to see if it works. For the post request, we'll use the saved already token. Of course, we have to specify the route here. And we go to Postman. We'll go to the route alt user. Now let's see how we can send our token. We go to authorization, and we'll send a bearer token, and here we'll paste our token. So if we send an empty token, we get an error, no authorization token was found. If we type something random which doesn't look like a token, or we have another error which is a JWT token is malformed. And if we send our original token, which was a few moments ago generated, and we see that it will check our token and we will send our empty object, which was exactly what we wanted. So we are here in the function. It's a very useful, this little middleware we're using here, because we can add it to all the requests and we would like to be protected. We'll go back to the reservation routes, and for all the routes we have for the reservation, we'll protect them. We'll just add after the get this JSON verifier token. We'll get it here from our last function, and we'll use the secret as a signature of this token. Alright, so first we'll go to reservation routes all, and we'll paste this information here. Okay, so this route will be protected now. For the delete, also we don't want delete to be executed by someone who doesn't have a token, so we protect it using JWT verifier. So we already have 3 URLs protected. Also, we would like the initial creation of the rooms to be protected. You see how simple it is with the external library to work. And with this, we are finished with our server. We may try to use the delete option without a token and with token to see whether it works. Okay, for this we'll go to the Postman and we'll use reservations delete route without a token first, so we'll delete the token, and for the body we'll have to provide the ID which we would like to delete. So we'll provide a valid ID here. Let's grab it from our database. So we go to the reservations and we'll grab, let's say, this record here. We paste it here, and this will be our request. So first we'll try without using any authorization. We send the request and we see no authorization token was found, exactly what we wanted. And now if we go to the authorization and use our token, which is valid, actually we have to provide reservation ID here, and when we click on send, we see that operation is probably successful. Let's check here the records. And now we see that we have only one reservation, so it works with our JSON token.